Welcome to EA Sports live coverage of the Premier League.
Couple of changes for Everton today. Tim Howard starts in goal. Sylvain Distin starts with Phil Jagielka as the centre-backs. Aidan McGeady comes in for Gareth Barry, who's shown poor form lately. In attack, Romelu Lukaku starts, making his debut for the club. Darren Gibson. You don't see that so often. Just glided past him effortlessly. Blocked well by the defender. It's gone out for a throw-in. McGeady can have it back. And the shot's on. Oscar. Chelsea, they're looking for another victory today to add on to their recent away win against Burnley.
Yeah, it was a good 1-0 victory, that. Not sure they can get another one. I think it might be a draw.
Darren Gibson. Here's McCarthy. McGeady. Baines. And in he goes with the tackle. Leighton Baines. Opportunity here, in with a chance, and he's put it in the net for Chelsea.
The goal from Hazard, and he had to keep his bearings and his composure, you know, to slot home. Yes, it was an open goal, but it was fairly tight.
Let's see the replay now. Well, that's the first goal of the game. It's 1-0. Naismith. Kevin Morales. Looking to widen the play, really, widen the build-up, but the ball's just run straight out over the touchline. As for Everton, the School of Science, as they like to be called, they said last season the School of Science has been reopened with the way they played to finish 5th in the Premier League in the 13-14 campaign.
Yep, and they played with a swagger, a style. They had the players to do it, the likes of Ross Barkley and Lukaku up top. They've got some really talented individuals that Roberto Martinez really did marshal well.
Gibson. Kevin Morales. One back with a meaty tackle. Nemanja Matic. This is where you want to try and get control in midfield, and they've got the ball. McGeady. And it's gone out clearly off that player. Sylvain Distin. Here's McGeady. That's good support play from his teammates. Gibson. Came in with a challenge. Felipe Luis. Kevin Morales. Naismith. Successful tackle. Oscar. Diego Costa. He seems to play at top gear the whole time. That's courageous goalkeeping to come out where the boots are flying.
It's so important for the modern-day keeper to adopt a good starting position and to act as the sweeper for that back four.
Here's McGeady. Ivanovic. Morales. It's looking good, this move. to Gibson. Well, that's widened the game here, and they've got it to the wide man well. Coleman. If he wants to, he can play it to the left. That's where the support is. Well, he has a go. There's still a chance after the save. Well, Chelsea do hold the lead, but with half-time beckoning, we'll see whether they can get there with that lead still intact and indeed see it out for the rest of the game. McGeady. Lovely football. James McCarthy. Got to be. He's trying to really make this occasion extra special. He's an experienced player, so shouldn't be too desperate to want to score, but he looked a bit desperate then.
Yeah, we've seen him take chances like that so many times previously, but it was just a question of first night nerves.
Everton look like the team in charge, but that's not being reflected on the scoreline.
No, it hasn't. I think the explanation for that is the fact that the forwards have not been sharp enough today.
James McCarthy. Naismith. A minute, that's all. I've added time to come. Leighton Baines. Everton needing this corner to count for them to draw level. Well, how about this attempt from Lukaku? Well, the referee has signalled for half-time, and it's 1-0 here. Lead. Ramirez. Diego Costa. And it'll go into the middle now. That's cleared the danger, the header. Morales. Everton on the attack. Lukaku. Morales. To the player giving the width on this side of the field. Change for Chelsea here. And he's knocked it out of play, the defender.
Substitution on the field.
Been a tough game for him, hasn't it, as he gets substituted now. Normally a key part to the attacking side of their game, and it just hasn't featured.
No, he's just not been able to get himself in the box in the way that he normally does with those late runs. Day to forget.
Coleman. Cross is blocked here. Strong header away again. Lukaku! Not good for Everton at the moment. They're behind, but they've got a corner. And out comes the goalkeeper to deal with the corner. McCarthy. Ross Barkley. Here's McGeady. It will be their throw. Oscar. I think even the opposition are applauding that one, that back heel. Came in with a challenge. Oscar. Hazard.
Ladies and gentlemen, please refrain from throwing objects from the stands.
Here's the cross. Well, they defended well. It was good-looking attacking play too. Lukaku. In with a chance. Oh, the goal that would have brought them level, but he hasn't been able to grab it.
I just wonder how important that's going to be at the end of today. That was a howler.
Hazard. He's in strongly. Everton with one eye on the clock.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to see the opposition manager put another centre-half on here to try and cope with this aerial bombardment that's about to come, I think.
Time for the substitutes, I think, for Chelsea. An offside call just at the moment where they thought they were going to be in to score.
Yeah, and fair play to that defence. They were all in touch with each other. It was a good line that they held.
Substitution now. And might use up a bit of time here as well for the team that want to hang on to this lead.
Substitution in progress. Going on is number 25.
Nemanja Matic. Diego Costa. Clever change of direction there. He slid in there with the tackle. Ross Barkley. Kevin Morales. Darren Gibson. Hazard. Cuadrado. Still 1-0 here, with the time almost up. What about this impacting on their next game?
Well, Everton go up against Arsenal after this, and really don't think they'll be happy at all. The manager, in fact, I think he's furious with them.
Which way is he going to go now? Support on either side. Now that's a throw.
Substitution.
We are going to see substitution now. Kevin Morales. Trying to find Kone. And as the centre came in, the defender was well placed to deal with it. That would be offside. Flag went up. Eden Hazard. Nemanja Matic. Oh, he's looking quite tired out there on the ball. Eden Hazard into the face of the opposition. Cuadrado. Hazard. There's the ball in. McCarthy. Darren Gibson. Well, he's won it back. That's a really good tackle. Cuadrado. And it's come to an end now as the referee blows the whistle for the last time.
Yeah, that's right. It's the old wham bam. When they did have it, they used it